500 years ago, a man sat in exile and wrote down everything he had learned about power, people, and survival. He had served governments. He had watched rulers rise and collapse. He had seen loyalty turn into betrayal overnight. He had studied human nature from the inside. Most people dismissed him as controversial, but the ones who actually read him used it. His name was Niccolo Machiavelli, and these 5 rules he left behind still apply to your life, your career, and your relationships more than most things written this century. Rule 1. People are not driven by what they say. They are driven by what they want. Every person you meet, every colleague, every partner, every friend is operating from a place of self-interest. They are not bad people, but that is human nature. He said, men will always be false to you unless compelled by necessity to be true. This is not a reason to become cynical. It is a reason to become clear. Stop taking things personally. Start asking better questions. Not, why did they do that to me? But, what did they want? That one shift will make you understand people at a level most never reach. When you understand what someone wants, you understand everything about how they will behave. Rule 2. Never show desperation. Never show need. This one is timeless because human psychology has not changed. The moment you show someone you need them, need the deal, need the approval, need them to stay, the dynamic shifts entirely. Need signals weakness. And weakness, Machiavelli knew, invites exploitation. Not from evil people, from all people. The most powerful position you can occupy in any situation is genuine indifference to the outcome, not performed indifference. Real optionality, real alternatives, real confidence that you will be fine either way. The less you need the yes, the more likely you are to get it. Rule 3. It is better to be respected than liked. Machiavelli said, it is safer to be feared than loved, if you cannot be both. Now in modern life, we are not talking about fear. We are talking about respect. And the distinction matters. People who chase being liked will always compromise. They will soften their standards. They will tolerate what they should not tolerate. They will say yes when everything in them is screaming no, because they need the approval more than they need their own integrity. Respected people do not operate that way. They have clear standards. They hold them without apology. They say no without over-explaining. And people, even the ones who push back, ultimately trust them more, gravitate toward them more. You cannot buy respect with niceness. You earn it with consistency. Rule 4. Be the lion and the fox. This is one of Machiavelli's most powerful ideas and one of the least discussed. He said, a leader must know how to use both the nature of the beast and the nature of man. Specifically, the lion and the fox. The lion has strength. It commands presence. It does not back down. But the lion cannot see traps. It charges into situations it does not fully understand and gets caught. The fox is clever. It reads the room. It moves strategically. But the fox cannot defend itself against wolves. Intelligence without strength gets eaten. The person who wins, in business, in relationships, in life, is the one who knows when to be the lion and when to be the fox. When to hold their ground with force. When to move quietly and strategically. Most people are only one. They are either all strength with no strategy or all strategy with no backbone. Master both, and you become almost impossible to outmaneuver. Rule 5. Fortune favors the bold. Machiavelli wrote that fortune is like a river. When it floods, it destroys everything in its path. But when it is calm, you can build dams, channels, structures to direct its flow. His point was this: the people who prepare, who move decisively, who act when the window is open, they shape their outcomes. The people who wait for certainty, who hesitate, who need everything to be perfect before they begin, they get swept away. Failure is recoverable. You learn from it. You adjust. You go again. Hesitation is different. Hesitation means the moment passed and you were not in it. The opportunity closed. The window shut. And you are left wondering what would have happened if you had just moved. Machiavelli did not believe in luck. He believed in readiness meeting boldness. That combination, even today, is almost unstoppable. 500 years later. Different world. Same human nature. These rules were not written to make you ruthless. They were written to make you clear. Clear about people. Clear about power. Clear about how to move through the world without being naive about what the world actually is. Machiavelli did not write for the comfortable. He wrote for the ones willing to see things as they are, not as they wish they were. That is where real strength begins.